In the 21st century, the map of global power is being completely redrawn. And right at the center of that conversation is one nation, with over 1 billion people and a digital revolution running through its veins. Today, we're going to break down the ambitious, calculated blueprint for what it would take to transform India from a rising power into a true global superpower. This is the architecture of what comes next.
But first, we really have to ask ourselves, what does that word superpower even mean anymore? You know, the old Cold War definitions of just military might and economic size, they feel, well, incomplete. The game has totally changed, and so have the rules for winning it.
So our first job here is to deconstruct that very idea. See, a modern superpower isn't just big, it's influential in ways that touch every single aspect of our global lives. We have to move beyond those simple metrics like GDP or counting how many aircraft carriers a country has.
A true superpower's strength isn't just in one box. It's a deeply connected web of influence. It's about having the economic muscle, for sure, but also the technological edge, the strategic position on the map, and the cultural pull to actually shape what happens around the world.
You can really break it down into 5 core components. You need the economic engine, the innovation to lead the future, the strategic influence to be a major player, the soft power to attract and persuade people, and of course, a powerful voice in global decision-making. Now, India already has pieces of this puzzle. The real question is how to connect them all together.
So why are we focusing so much on India for this conversation? Well, it's because the country has this unique set of built-in assets, the raw materials, you could say, that make this whole superpower ambition not just a dream, but a real, tangible possibility.
First and foremost, it's about the people. India has the youngest large population on the entire planet. Now, that's not just a statistic. It's a massive, dynamic workforce of potential creators, innovators, and builders for the next generation.
Then you've got to look at where it is on the map. Sitting right at the heart of the Indian Ocean, India doesn't just occupy space, it controls key global trade routes, acting as this natural, strategic bridge between the economic powerhouses of the East and the West.
And then there's something really unique, its digital foundation. You see, systems like UPI for instant payments and Aadhaar for biometric ID, these aren't just convenient public services. They actually form a world-class digital backbone that other countries are now looking at as a model for their own futures.
And this is a key differentiator. It's democratic identity. In an age where we see authoritarianism on the rise, being the world's largest democracy gives India a unique kind of credibility. It positions the nation as a trusted, open alternative, especially in the supercritical world of technology. So the potential is definitely there. You can see it. But potential doesn't automatically become power. That takes a real plan. And that brings us to the core of this whole explainer, the 5-pillar blueprint designed to actually architect India's transformation.
This blueprint, it stands on 5 interconnected pillars: seizing leadership in tech and AI, evolving into a global manufacturing hub, kicking off a revolution in skills and education, asserting a new role in global diplomacy, and strategically expanding its cultural soft power. Let's dig into each one.
The first pillar is really about a fundamental shift in mindset. It's about moving beyond being the world's IT back office to becoming a creator of deep technology and foundational AI products that the entire world comes to depend on. So what does that actually mean? It means strategic, massive investment in critical areas like semiconductor manufacturing, fundamental AI research, and next-generation cybersecurity. The goal isn't just to be an outsourcing hub anymore, but to build homegrown Indian tech giants. Next up, manufacturing. The well-known Make in India initiative has to evolve into Make for the World. This is all about building the capacity to compete directly with the established giants, not just on massive scale, but, and this is crucial, on rock-solid reliability.
And the focus here has to be on the sectors of the future. We're talking high-end electronics, green energy technology that could help power the planet, and a really robust defense manufacturing base to ensure its own strategic independence.
Now, of course, none of this is possible without the right talent. This third pillar requires a complete overhaul of the education system, moving beyond just rote memorization to turn universities from exam factories into global hubs for real research and innovation.
So, the curriculum for the future workforce? It has to be built around critical thinking, the fusion of engineering and creativity, and deep fluency in fields like AI and robotics. This is how you connect that demographic advantage directly to the country's technological ambition.
Pillar 4 is all about India's role in the world. It's about stepping up to become a leader of the global south and carving out a new role as a neutral but highly influential power, one that can help balance the competing interests of giants like the US and China.
And finally, there's the power of culture. This is about strategically using India's incredible cultural assets, from yoga and cinema to its vibrant startup scene, to export compelling, modern stories, not just ancient stereotypes. But a blueprint is only as good as its execution. And the path from ambition to reality, well, it's filled with obstacles. A superpower isn't built on slogans. It's built by solving really hard problems.
And these are the hard truths. Grinding bureaucracy can stall even the most ambitious projects. Deep-seated inequality threatens to leave millions of people behind. A persistent brain drain siphons away some of the best and brightest talent. And historically, critical underinvestment in R&D has held back innovation. Overcoming these, that's the real test.
And all of this brings us to the absolute core of the entire challenge. It comes down to a single choice that will define India's path for the rest of this century. So, here's the crucial question. Will India choose to simply grow big, defined by its population and its GDP, or will it choose to become powerful, defined by innovation, global influence, and true leadership? Because you have to understand, they are not the same thing. Size is a given. Power is a choice. Because ultimately, the future won't be claimed by the nation with the biggest economy or the largest population. It's going to be claimed by the nation that can learn, adapt, and lead faster than anyone else. That is the real race India is in.